so we can just start the conversation and get it going, and then we'll, take it from there.
Oh wait, are we starting now?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay.
So let's kick it. Kick it, 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 kick it.
All right, what was some of the things you guys? Let's go with Mom. Coming up as a child,
Yeah.
right? What's your first or earliest thoughts or memories of music, and what were you listening to and into when you was?
So when I was little, I loved Tina Turner.
Okay.
Tina Turner was the bomb. Like just like her, everything about her mannerisms and the way she danced and her hair and everything. So I like Tina Turner.
So you were listening to Tina Turner with the hairbrush in your mirror going.
Oh, you know it.
Up and down.
Exactly. So I love Tina Turner. I
What
love
was your favorite Tina Turner song?
Big Wheels Keep On Turning.
I actually like that song, too.
America. I mean, that song is lit because it starts off.
Yeah.
All slow.
Yeah.
Down in the sea.
Exactly.
But it's a great song. So I liked her. I also, when we were growing up, it was like there was one or two radio stations that we listened to. We listened to so many different things.
Styles,
So I like Tina Turner. Of course, I like Motown because my parents always played that.
Right.
I remember Gladys Knight and the Pips. Yeah. We had an 8, everybody had an 8-track back then, and we would play, they would have, but it was like a mixed 8-track. So it had like different artists on the 8-track.
You can make your own.
You could make your own
cassette.
8-track.
Yeah. It was handwritten on the front.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, Mom had some of those too.
Yeah, so I remember those kind of songs,
Okay.
and and other songs like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and like songs
that was
like
the thing, because that was a WABC. Frankie Crocker was on WABC. We had a blend of soft rock, and like R&B. So we grew up with all those songs.
All those songs.
We like to call those oatmeal. I like to call those oatmeal songs because it reminds me when I was younger, eating oatmeal at the table, listening to who was it, like James. I see fire rain.
Oh yeah, I can't think of his name right
We're
now, but
coining that term, oatmeal song. You heard it here.
Hashtag oatmeal songs.
How about you, Mark? What do you remember back in 92? 96?
I don't know if I remember anything.
Well, I said 92 to 96.
Let's see. Back in 90s, I don't know. There's actually, to be honest, in terms of like music, it's mostly a lot of stuff, kind of like you guys were saying about like how your parents played music. So it was a lot of music that y'all played.
Exactly.
So it was probably a lot of like 90s R&B or something like that.
That's your first exposure. What your parents play. That's what you know.
Exactly.
Right.
I do remember at least. I remember what's it called? When did the Rugrats movie come out, Maya?
The what movies?
The
I want to
Rugrats.
say
Rugrats.
98.
Okay, so I remember
99.
vividly really liking the song, what's it called? Take Me There.
Wanna go back, take me there. Wanna go back, just take me to that place with wonders and wishes.
Okay.
Oh
Something like that.
man,
Yeah.
So that's the oatmeal song for us. I love that song
exactly.
with Miya, and they were dancing around. Oh,
Who was that?
man.
Blackstreet?
Blackstreet.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
That takes
And
me
it was
back.
for the Rugrats movie.
It was for the Rugrats movie.
Yeah.
There was a lot of there was soundtracks that y'all grew up to, like
A lot of soundtracks.
What was the soundtrack? Michael Jordan.
Space Jam. We were just talking about Space Jam today.
Remember Marcus
Yeah.
used to sing "I Believe I Could Fly." He used to perform it at every Thanksgiving event. Or whatever.
He used to also sing, remember, Action.
Bugga, bugga, mo. Yeah, reggae joint. Yep. He used to sing.
Words were nonsense to my mind.
Right,
so, like,
exactly.
Sure did. Remember that?
Yep.
Oh wow.
That's pretty
What
fun.
about you, man?
Oh man, like Marcus said, the Rugrats soundtrack, probably the Space Jam soundtrack, and like the stuff you played, like Biggie, Faith Evans.
See, now to me, that's not old. But right?
That's our old
I know.
school.
That's
yeah.
90s.
That's
90s
It's
is old.
90s.
90s is nostalgia now.
I
I
know.
know, isn't that something?
It's crazy.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I remember, didn't y'all used to what was the songs to like? Y'all like songs to like I said, to the cartoons and the like the Goofy movie.
Oh. Don't get us started.
Yeah. I get nostalgic when I hear that. What is it? Eye to
Eye to eye.
Eye to eye.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got myself in motion. And guess what's on Disney Plus? That movie.
It is.
Uh-huh.
See, shout out to Disney
Shout
Plus.
out to
Thank you.
Shout
to
out.
Disney Plus.
See, I feel like cartoons and shows back then, they had fly soundtracks back in the day.
Yeah.
They don't have them now?
No.
Well, no, wait. The spider. Oh, that soundtrack was banging.
That
Which
I love
Yeah.
Sunflower.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah,
What's the-
Spider
what's the-
Into the
Spider.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
That's
True.
true.
But even like Insecure.
Oh.
So we watch Insecure. You
Oh
watch
my
Insecure.
God.
I mean, you watched it.
I've watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the
That
soundtrack.
yeah, both
Banging.
seasons.
I mean,
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, three
Yeah,
seasons,
though.
whatever. How many seasons?
Yeah,
Might be third.
Insecure.
Yeah.
Atlanta got a poppin'
Atlanta
soundtrack.
got a yeah.
So,
Yeah, it makes a difference when a show or a movie has a banging soundtrack.
Well, that's the thing. Back more in the '90s, that it was all about.
But you know which soundtrack I'm thinking
All
of.
right? So, what's your favorite movie soundtrack? Oh man, what am I doing?
Boomerang.
Oh, give me some.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Boomerang is yo.
That
they
soundtrack-
had hit after hit on
Hit
it.
after hit.
They do
Yeah,
have a lot
that
of
was the
songs.
thing to do
Yeah.
back in the '90s. and
Have a
early
fire
2000s.
soundtrack.
Have the fire. Not so much now anymore as it was then. I don't think. Maybe I'm not paying attention.
Right. Yeah,
But,
I don't know, but that was
Yeah.
that was a
that Boomerang soundtrack.
that was like in
tight.
was it in '92? End of the
Yeah,
road,
yeah.
right?
End of the road.
Yeah, I think it came out
I think that
Friday,
was yeah.
Love Should've brought you home
I-
last night. I mean, it was.
It just goes
bang
on
after
and
bang.
on. PM Dawn.
Being, oh, I died without you. Yeah. It had some, it had
Yeah,
some joints,
yeah, man. And Loving Basketball.
Oh, you,
Oh,
The
Loving
end-
Basketball.
the last
that's,
song.
you loved that.
That's a fire
So,
soundtrack too.
Yeah.
You made a fool of me.
Oh man.
What's that one song that I like? I wanna dance tonight.
Oh, is that on? That's
Isn't
on.
that on that?
I want to dance tonight. Lucy Pearl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh look. Yeah.
Oh,
right.
that's
That's
okay.
right.
That was a banging
Wow.
soundtrack.
A lot. See, people don't even realize a lot of the banging
Wow.
songs
Were
from soundtracks.
Soundtrack,
They
that's
weren't on somebody's album.
Right.
They come from a soundtrack.
Yeah. But those songs back in the day, it's like those oatmeal songs.
Okay.
You know, when you hear them, it brings you right back to that time. You know, it's music. It just it's like smells. You know, when you smell
It's
something.
I always say the soundtrack to your life.
What's your favorite soundtrack, Maya?
Soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh man, I might have to. I do like Loving Basketball. That's a good
Yeah,
soundtrack.
it's a great movie. One of my
Yeah.
faves.
I'd actually have to say one of my. I mean, I have a lot. I mean, I like scores and soundtracks. There's a lot of movie scores.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
scores. I dig scores.
Yeah, but one of my favorites, definitely, just because it's one of my favorite movies, is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh
knew
yeah,
it.
that's
that
a good.
soundtrack
Yeah.
is so.
That
And you know what it
soundtrack's
has on there?
Old school.
My
Oatmeal
old school
songs.
Oatmeal songs on there.
Yes, no, you're right.
That soundtrack is. What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
joints from
great.
back
It
in the
is.
day.
Yeah,
And,
it's pretty cool.
And the director James Gunn, he was talking about how a lot of those songs are, from his childhood.
Exactly.
And so he brought that into like the modern day, and that informs a lot of the main character's decisions, and you know, and like his sort of personality or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a lot of those oatmeal songs, ooh, child.
Yeah,
Things are
fire
gonna get
stands there.
easier.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, right now in terms of a score, Portals is like the eclectic. Portals is the song that they use for Endgame.
Okay.
When all the spoilers. When Captain America's fighting the big purple dude Thanos.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
yeah,
heroes
yeah.
are coming out.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
that
yeah,
song
yeah,
plays,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Black Panther
It
comes
moves
out.
you,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
It
yeah,
moves
that was
you.
a crazy. Right, the music that goes with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it swells up and then it drops into the theme.
You talking about everybody comes out of them.
Whenever
Oh, the
yeah,
bird.
yeah, yeah.
That was a
yeah.
crazy
That was great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
I
was
just
great.
watched that the other day.
So youth gives the opportunity to see what this looks like and be a part of it.
Earlene Marshall, CEO of Marshall Management Group, believes nonprofits leave money on the table when they fail to look into grants. They're a great way to secure revenue, but you have to be grant ready. Here's some ways we can help. We will select grants that align with your goals, create a timeline and plan to meet the criteria needed for that grant, provide tips on interacting with funding organizations, and propose long-term strategies that will turn a no into a yes. For a free consultation, you can call us at 240-888-1341 or email us at emarshall@marshallmanagementgroup.com.
Do you guys ever wake up like with a random song in your head?
Oh, yeah.
And it stays in your head like
all day?
Yeah.
And you haven't written, you might not
It may not
listen
even be a
to
song
it.
you like.
Or,
but,
right.
you know,
But it's just in your head.
It usually starts with me in the morning in the shower. I'm like, why am I singing this
you
song?
sing it all day long.
It's like a word triggers it, and then that word leads
Maybe
into
that's
the
what
song,
it
and
is.
it's
Maybe that's what it
it's-
is.
Or something
Maybe.
along those lines where something triggers that song happening.
Right,
It's like,
right.
Remember that one scene in what's it called? Inside Out? It's like the memories are like sort of like playing in the girl's head, and one of the memories that keeps popping up is like this commercial jingle, and they hate it, and it's just like, why does that keep popping up?
Right.
Yeah,
It's crazy how the mind works
How
like
mine
that.
works, yeah.
Well, that's just, before the internet and people listen to the
For
radio.
the internet.
The internet.
God,
Radio
yes.
programming. Just
Like Walmart's.
how they play songs. Wow. And you don't like the song, but you end up singing the song because
Yep.
they play
Right,
it over
because they play it over and over and over again.
Right. They
Over
So
and
you
over
end
again.
up, I guess, kind of liking it because they
Right, they play on that psychology,
Yeah,
like
that's the
certain
radio
jingles,
program.
right? You know, so it stays in your head.
Yeah, there's this the baby song that it's like, why do I even like that?
Baby Shark?
No.
Oh,
Not that one.
oh, that's my fave.
Well, that one's catchy. But no, it's like this one song from I think his name is DaBaby. There's like several. There's like a dude named DaBaby, and then there's like
I'm
Baby,
confused.
or I don't know. There's
Is that some new?
yeah, it's
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Little young.
Little young.
I feel like it's funny how you joke about that, and I'm pretty sure there is a person named Young.
probably is
You know there's a little young.
Let's talk about like
Oh
music.
no.
No, it's not no debate. It's just just talk about music.
No shade, no shade.
Then and now.
I sense
Little
the
shade.
No
It's getting
so
a
we
little
can talk about
cold.
hip hop
Shade alert.
because I'm an old head. You understand? I like my hip hop understandable. I'm just saying.
Shade mark.
I'm just saying. I like my lyrics listenable,
Right.
hearable.
You want to understand what
what's-
they're saying.
Enunciation is important.
Very
That was
important.
important. MCing. Come
MCing.
on. Being a former MC.
All right, Jerry J. Go,
All
Jerry
right,
J.
go flex on it.
Flex on them real quick.
No flex. I'm just saying.
Slight flex.
Nowadays, outside of there's not when I'm on. There's no good music. There's some good music, but I mean, a lot of this music now, you can't. I can't.
A lot of the
understand what
radio
they're saying.
music.
A lot of radio
Right,
music.
but do you sound old in saying that? Because
I don't even care.
oh, okay,
It don't make a
That
difference.
answered that question.
it did answer
mean-
that question.
But no,
The older you get, the
there's
less
cats
you
that-
care.
There's definitely, I think it's definitely that, or part of
of
it.
that.
I'm not saying that it's
No.
only that,
I
but
get it. I get it. I like my boom bap. You know what I'm saying? I like my boom bap hip hop as opposed to my. What do you call this hip hop now?
Trap.
Yeah, I ain't with the trap.
Like the
is there
mumble.
even another name?
Is it
to
really called mumble or is it?
No,
I think that's
a
derogatory.
That's a
Oh.
derogatory term.
It is. Yeah, we call it. Yeah, they prefer.
It's
trap.
just the beat sound all the time. I don't know what's y'all take on it as far because y'all the '90s, y'all knew the '90s
Don't
stuff.
look at me. I don't listen to.
No, I mean, what do you think about the I mean, you hear the song.
I listen
do.
to some of it. Some of it I can tolerate, some I can't. Like I don't really listen to the baby and all that. And there's certain points where I draw the line.
I do like this. I do like the music video you had though, where it was like him and like the Jabberwockies. I don't even know if I like that song that much, but it's fun to like bop to, where it's just like duh. And the
What do you
Jabberwockies
do?
are coming in.
He's
That's what they do in the clubs nowadays. I think. I guess.
Like the girls twerking.
like the girls twerking. Exactly. Twerk and then walk away.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What do you think, Mike?
I mean, like I said, there's a line. Like, I know, like, certain songs I just cannot, like, and I know a lot of people will say, you know, it's not about really the lyrics when you're in the club and you're lit, but it's more about the beat. But sometimes the beats don't even be like
The beats are the same.
Like, there's this one Sheck West song that plays,
Yeah, I never heard of them either.
and y'all will know what I'm talking about. They play it all the time, and I just look around at people. And I'm like, how can y'all dance to this
And they
garbage?
dance like it's the best. Hey!
Like, they get so lit. I'm like, ew.
Hey!
What are y'all doing? But yeah, some of it I could tolerate. Like, I do listen to like Future. I do like Future, I'll admit. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
But
Is that the one who was going with Cardi B?
Sierra.
No, that's
Oh,
he was
That's one of the
Sierra, like,
Migos,
way
listen
back
to
in
him.
the
Oh,
day.
Migo. Okay.
He's
okay.
Sierra's baby daddy.
You know what the interesting thing is too? So we're talking about like hip hop, for example, right? We
Okay.
grew up on hip hop. We're '80s people, '80s babies.
Before,
So we
before you on it, you know, Miss Conversations with Verdel Jones and Pops, one of the grimiest rap likingest people. I mean,
all in the Wu-Tang
I
and
mean, you know what I'm saying? Boot camp, click, and grimy. But anyway, go ahead.
yes.
Be singing.
oh, exactly like that.
Yeah, I do
But
like that.
but you know that but that's the funny thing. So I'll listen to
She has
something-
layers.
I'm like an onion. It's like
I like an ogre.
like an ogre. It's like, you know, I listen to some of the stuff that, you know, that's played and, you know, the lyrics, and I'm like, I'm offended. I'm really offended. But then you put on some Biggie, you know, you put on some other stuff that, you know, that hard beat, and I'm singing the lyrics that are so inappropriate.
They're so inappropriate. Look, I
They
don't
are.
think as much as the next person,
are.
but if you listen to some of the lyrics,
Inappropriate.
especially now,
Yeah, I know,
song
it's
titles.
inappropriate.
so
Me
much
and
of
my-
that is like, ooh.
Yeah, it's true.
Like-
But
like a lot of stuff is very like.
But sometimes you just can't help but like it.
It's
you know,
true. No,
like
it's
the
true.
song.
I will
If it
sing
has
it,
a-
but when it gets to a certain point, it's just like when he's talking about like, and I did like.
well,
But he's
condone
witty
that.
and smooth with
he's
it, though.
witty and smooth.
He
He ain't, but it's a total difference.
You're right.
Like,
No, you're right. That is part of it.
which kind of would transition over to like the R&B, right? So
Yeah.
you got R&B from, say, you know, we go back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, right? I listened to some Chris Brown songs.
There's no reason for him to be that egregious.
I like Chris Brown.
I
he
do
can
too.
Sing. He could be one of the greatest entertainers
He
ever.
really can.
I don't know. Some people may say he is,
Right.
but the way he acts and the things he says just messes
Mess
that
it
all
up.
up.
Yeah.
He can dance. He can sing. But he doesn't have to say "f you to sleep."
No, he doesn't. The radio version is fine.
Yeah, why you gotta? I mean, we know what you're doing.
We know.
People have sex every day,
Every day.
all day.
You are not doing anything
You ain't
different.
doing nothing special, son.
Shades of Long Island is a website and a media outlet that highlights stories related to minorities, millennials, and Generation Z on Long Island. Check out the site because you're going to get great content, diverse content, local content, Long Island content.
You know who my favorite artist is? Not my, well, you know, Gladys Knight, I think, has one of the best voices in R&B.
You know, I always wanted to be a pimp when I was
Well,
a kid.
I mean, you got it down.
I used to.
You got it
I
down.
used to love, you know,
The
movie.
background, I have never seen anybody sing background like you. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they had like a lot
I
of
always
people
wanted to be Bubba.
spot.
Bubba Knight.
Bubba Knight.
Yeah, I
Big
thought he was
Bubba.
smooth.
Big Bubba. Yeah,
Knight.
Bubba Knight. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, I mean, so like when you're talking about favorites, like your favorite artist or your favorite singer, group or whatever, to me it has to focus on the art form. and how you sing and how you sound and the tone.
Okay.
So for R&B, it would be like a Gladys Knight, or it would be like a Luther, or somebody who's at the top of their game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That can really blow. Yeah, I love Nat King Cole because he's smooth. So there's like certain artists that I like.
So these are some of your favorites?
Exactly. Yeah.
Those are some of
yeah.
your favorites?
So yeah, I mean, I love Mariah. I love Mariah Carey.
Me.
She crazy.
And I
Island
love,
represent.
that's right, and I love every bit of her. She is, but
She cray.
but the girl can blow.
She can.
Okay.
sing.
Except that one New Year. There was a little bit
What
of problem.
happened? That was.
And we watched that live. We were watching that live.
Yeah, we were. That was a hot
problematic.
mess.
Maya, what's some
Oh,
of your
well,
favorites?
I mean, I was going to say Nostalgia for the Miseducation album. That's definitely one of my favorite albums because,
Understandable.
for
Well,
me,
that's classic.
it's classic. For me, there's very few albums where I listen to every track and I'm like, I love it.
You ain't
Right,
gotta
So,
fast forward
yeah.
nothing, right?
No, Lauren, the Miseducation for sure is definitely up there.
Exactly.
And then artists, and I was just thinking about this today, Stevie Wonder. I
Oh,
love
absolutely.
me some Stevie
Yeah,
Wonder.
yeah. Stevie Wonder's the man. We saw him in concert. Oh my goodness.
That must have been awesome.
Yeah.
More tears in my eyes.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And the thing with him, like he has so much like diversity in
That's true.
in range in one song, let alone his whole even his whole discography. Pop, soul, R&B. Like he's like crazy creative.
yeah, he really
Like,
is.
I mean,
Whether it's R&B, hip hop.
R&B, hip hop. I mean, I listen to a lot of different sort of like things that ranges from, from like the
From
hip hop to
Queen.
like I love me some Queen.
Well,
Queen
yeah, their
is-
talent. I mean,
Queen
Yeah.
is like incredible,
Yeah.
man.
Queen was good.
I will bump like the greatest hits, and and I tend to like a lot of people who are featured in like movies that I like too. But
Yeah.
like, and Queen has a lot of like movies
Yes,
and
they
like
do.
Queen has joints.
They have-
They got a lot of joints.
they got a lot of joints. So
yeah,
so
Freddie
definitely,
Mercury was no joke.
definitely them. In terms of hip hop, I love me some Kendrick. To Pimp a Butterfly,
Right.
one of my
Right,
favorite albums
right.
of all time.
That's another great album. Oh my gosh.
Oof,
I remember
that
when
is-
that came out. Fire.
Yeah, that's
I
one
like
of those.
Kendrick
Yeah,
Lamar.
exactly. Kind of with like Lauryn Hill, that's kind of one of those things I don't really like skip because I love all.
Each-
I
You
love.
love.
I love the collection of how
Yeah,
that's sort of like
yeah,
put together.
it's-
Right?
That was you with the first Kanye album, before he lost his damn mind. You used to run that album.
Like nonstop. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
only
Oh,
thing
that was
I
G.
played.
Yo, that was.
I remember that.
album was.
I remember that.
The first two. Actually.
I was obsessed with Kanye.
Yeah.
I really
You know,
was.
but
So he lost his damn mind.
we have like a disagreement in terms of what his best stuff is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, me too. Because there's a lot of people that say that his.
I love my Twisted Dark Fantasy.
Ugh,
That is my
man.
because that's like it's like
I don't think so.
It's the perfect blend of like crazy Kanye, but
And, like-
inventive Kanye, but also lyrical Kanye. And I think it melds those. I think it melds those
Hey.
perfectly. Everything else after that was kind of
It was kinda,
good. Some of it was good, but like
There's
that's
a lot
like
of people that love that album.
I
And I
know.
keep going back to it, trying to get it. But nah, his first two.
But wait, what favorite hip hop? Since we're in the genre of hip hop, favorite hip hop album. I know that's hard.
That's-
Favorite hip hop artist.
Okay, that's a little
Artist.
Singular?
Yeah.
Not a group.
Can we do
No,
groups
we can
too?
do group. Yeah.
I like groups.
It's too many. Too many. I can't say one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
same.
I know
Yeah, it's
for
too
me, I love Tribe Called Quest.
See, that's
Yeah.
my girl. I played that well.
I love
As far as
Tribe
group, for
Called
sure.
Quest.
Yeah.
Quest
That's
is one.
it.
Remember,
Like
I used
every
to run
song.
the album too.
I love me some Roots, man. The
Oh,
And
the
the
Roots.
Roots.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the
I
Roots
trained him
is.
well,
Yeah,
too.
you
trained us both very well.
if it's like the Roots, Tribe Called Quest, shoot, Little Brother is one of my
Little
favorites.
Brother,
like
I
in
know
terms of
that,
like
yeah.
low, in terms of like sort of like
I hit him off with all the
indie.
albums.
Yeah.
Proud dad
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, right. He's like,
It's a proud dad right
puffing
here.
up his
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling. I'm about to drop a tear. I'm about to drop a tear right now. Listen to this. Nice.
the harder the beat, the better it is
Yeah.
for me.
Grimy. Like I said, boot camp.
The
Link.
real conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Not some facts.
I don't like exact. I like that. I don't like that sauce
DMX.
stuff.
Gum delete.
DMX,
Yeah.
yes.
The
Yeah.
grittier.
give it to you.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
harder the
grimy.
beat, the better.
Oh man.
Just the voice, right?
Yeah, like you said, I love singing. You know what I'm saying? You know, Roberta Flack.
Yeah, I know she's one of your favorites. Those voices that are like unmistakable. You
Faith,
know,
Faith Evans, I love Faith,
Faith
Evans.
Evans,
Faith Evans
she can
is-
sing.
yeah.
Jill Scott.
Jill
Jill
Scott.
Scott
I like
is
Jill
great.
Scott.
Oh, you was on Jill Scott.
Oh my
you-
God,
yeah,
you
you
just
read that
played
first album,
her
yeah.
album to death.
I can't tell you how many times we listened to I'm Living My Life Like It's Golden.
Oh my
so
God.
many times.
Well, no, her first album was what I really ran.
Yeah,
My
you-
name
It's
is
JILLSCOTT.
Wow.
That
Yeah, you
was.
ran that album to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
I did.
Hmm.
Yeah. But lyrically,
Yeah.
I love her and I just love her voice, her style, like everything about Jill Scott I love, you know?
I feel you.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
that.
She's the truth.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite album and favorite artists, Amy Winehouse, Back
Oh,
to
yeah.
Black. That's probably
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
that album is in my top 5 easily.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Amy Winehouse was the truth.
Oh man, her
Yes.
voice was so distinct.
It really was.
She
and
was the truth.
she was
That was
talented.
so sad, man.
Oh.
That's it. That was a
That
true
documentary
blues
was
singer.
crazy.
Yeah, she was a
Yeah,
true
Yeah,
blues
she was
singer.
a singer.
She was-
Exactly.
she
She
was a
had all those
singer.
demons.
She really was.
And they came out through the music.
Yeah.
It really did. I remember
she
the
was
first
great.
time I heard her, I was like, what?
Yeah, over the radio.
What?
I remember the first time I saw what she looked like. I was like, this little
this little thing.
thing, Londoner singing like that.
I know. It's like,
Where'd you get all that soul from?
where'd you get that
Right.
soul from? You know what? But some people just have it in them.
right.
You know, no matter what their background might be, they just have it. Look at him like Sam. What's his name?
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith. Like, you know, he's just soulful.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
and that's just something that's
in him.
kind of.
I always point to in terms of an older school reference of that, like Bobby Caldwell.
Right. Yeah.
Like-
Oh, when you first see it.
When you first hear
Yo,
it, it's like,
I think I found that out yesterday. Like,
Same. I was
know-
like, I saw a video. I'm like, well, who? What? Wait a minute.
you heard that song all your life,
Right.
and then you see the video,
You
you
like-
see this long haired white dude. It's
yeah. Whoa. What? What?
Facts.
like,
Yeah. I mean, come on. That you can't get more soulful than that song.
that song is pure soul.
It's
Right.
pure
You
soul.
can't deny that.
Yeah. So you know, it's in you.
yeah.
What do
It's
they
in
call
you.
that? What is that? Is it white soul? What is it called?
My song.
No,
Blue-eyed soul.
Blue-eyed soul.
Blue-eyed soul.
Blue-eyed soul.
Like a man. I can't forget. I keep forgetting.
Oh,
Oh,
Michael
yeah,
McDonald.
Yep.
Michael McDonald.
I was listening to that at the CVS. I was walking around. I'm like, and it triggered in me like,
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
right.
Yep. Average white band.
Man.
Yeah.
Hall and Oates too.
Hall and Oates, very
yeah.
soulful. Yeah. So you know, hey, soul comes from within.
I guess
You know.
what today's version would be Robin Thicke, maybe.
I don't know if that's today's
Robin
version.
Thicke?
I think
Not
it's
Robin.
This day and
Oh,
Oh
in
yeah,
this
Robin
century.
Thicke. Yeah.
Robin Thicke.
Yeah, John B.
John B.
John B.
John B for sure. John B was the truth. John B got banging out.
Yeah. So you know, it comes from within. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tina Marie.
Tina.
Come on. Something was up with Tina Marie.
Tina Marie.
There was she was like really what do they call that now when you identify as and like you not Rachel
Dolezal.
Let's not
She's
confuse.
not Rachel Dolezal.
She's not Rachel Dolezal.
She's legit.
She's legit.
She's straight up.
She
that
identifies.
soul. Yeah.
Soul comes from anywhere.
Soul
man.
comes
It's
from
crazy.
anywhere.
no,
Exactly.
it's
Exactly. You
crazy.
can't teach it.
Just to plug my nerdiness one more time. I like the kind of music that I also listen to besides like hip hop and R&B and all that kind of stuff. I listen to a lot of anime openings. Like so many like great because a lot of them are great like rock places or like rock sort of like albums. You know.
He had to plug that in.
And we're all fabablasted.
I like Age of New Generation. That's my joint.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
man.
it takes all types.
Slow.
You know, music. You know, whatever.
You know.
Takes all types.
All types.
We all love music though, man.
We love music.
Of course.
All love
Dum,
music.
dum, 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 dum.
You sounded a little pain.
I don't know, dog.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me, dog.
Something about this.